Well, hello there. It's time for Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi 8M5 Bedtime Stories. The original one. The film version is slightly reduced. And it kind of speaks for itself, really. It's really unusual, really, I suppose, mainly in the orchestration. Let's just go in here. So, ethnic ensemble. Very little wind, brass, lots of percussion, unusual instrumentation. So we've got sort of recorders, clarinets, bass clarinet, bassoons, contra, 5 horns, mainly at the end, trombones, tuba, celeste, harp, shamisen, toy piano, boobams, various drums, glock, marimba, and strings. So yes, I mean, it's all supposed to be sort of rather ethnic. And we start off with this sort of little bassoon fanfare. I think it's bassoon. It could just be a horn on the B flat and then a bassoon on the F, but I'm not quite sure. It's quite difficult to tell sometimes with old recordings. But we also have high-tuned logs, which I can't spell, obviously. Tuned, not timed. High-tuned logs and boobams as well. Which I remember from Planet of the Apes, basically. Then we've got a soprano recorder. I think it says alto, actually, on the original score. And also that is not in the original score. It must have been added in the recording session. And it just goes through a variety of themes. So we've got these little 2-bar fragments of things. So 2 bars of the main theme, Luke's theme. Then we've got 2 bars of the Imperial March in G minor, with all sorts of logs and things like that, and Collegno double basses, and a pizzicato cello, a really unusual orchestration, sort of quasi-Pitts harp, which I'd imagine they'd sort of probably try to do Predilatab, maybe, I don't know, but they're also playing the F sharp, so it's sort of slightly awkward in terms of where it's at, in terms of finger position. That's a bit strange. I would have probably had that as a harmonic, probably, but anyway, whatever. And really, is that F sharp necessary? I'm not really sure it is, but anyway, whatever. We then into a bar of this sort of thing, ba-dum, 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 which I suppose you could argue is a sort of call back to Ewoks, I suppose, but I haven't sort of marked it like that because it says Mysterioso, so I'm not even sure that Williams knew what that was at that point, but there we go. And then we've got a bit of the Force theme as well in C minor, just with a little Celeste sort of tremolo thing. Then we've got the sort of allusion to the Hoth battle as well, with these sort of trombones, that sort of thing. And then back into sort of A quartal secundal, that sort of thing. It's a sort of sus thing, really, isn't it? I suppose. And then we've got a sort of new theme, which I don't really remember anywhere else. And there's a sort of, is there an allusion to Yoda there? Not really sure there is. But anyway, it's sort of, again, sort of unusual sort of thing going on. And it's sort of very pastoral, I suppose, at that sort of particular point. Then we've got Han and Leia's theme right at the end. That sort of D flat 6. And a sort of octatonic, not quite. I suppose it sort of is. It's sort of an octatonic set, where it's not, it's not quite right. And it's a lot of A in that final chord, and that's because he wrote 2 bassoons on there. Slightly odd. I mean, it feels a bit imbalanced, that chord, to be honest, and very difficult to tune. But I suppose, actually, given the fact that it's sort of ethnic and kind of not supposed to be absolutely perfect, it probably makes sense to do that. But again, I probably would have just used 1 bassoon there and probably just doubled the contra, or even just got rid of the contra entirely. Had bassoon 1, bassoon 2, clarinet 2, clarinet 1. Probably what I would have done anyway, but who am I to say? Anyway, but that's kind of it. It's really, really simple, really short, and it's a nice little precursor before Brother and Sister, which I have already done actually, but I'm going to redo it again, just in case I've sort of missed something that I can perhaps consult with various people as well before I let it out. Anyway, another quick one today, but I'm aware that there are some very, very long cues coming up in the film, which go on and on endlessly, and it's going to be really tricky for me to sort of get them all done, because I'm right in the middle of other jobs at the moment as well. So anyway, that's it for now, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.